All right. Hi, welcome to my channel, Tea of Austerity. Here we drink coffee and tea and discuss about life planning. And what do I mean by life planning? Basically, it means that we're talking about the things we want to do, and less certain terms, the things that we want to do but cannot do. Why is that important? I want to have this conversation because we all want to live a good life, or at least I want to live a good life. But today, in May 21st, 2023, we have high inflation, stagnant growth, high rising cost of living, increasing rent and real property prices. When you look around, it seems almost hopeless, especially for young people, someone who just joined the career, to find a path forward. Can I really labor 50 years into the future and hope to retire at age 70? Because that may just be the reality. Demographic decline, less people, or people work longer in the professional age. And for young people, how can I get advancement? I mean, I know some people say that you can do IT, you can do some of the fastest growing field. But for majority of the people working on regular jobs, it is still a very hard situation. So that's what inspired me to open this channel, to talk about financial planning, talk about personal growth, talk about friends and family, and talk about how one treats one's own life with respect and dignity. So personally, I look at this grim situation and I tried many things, like a lot. I took new lessons, I tried to do new certification. With friends and family, I try to give them as much time as I possibly can. And personally, maybe I wanted to, personally I do want to exercise more and learn a new hobby, like a new language and music. But I find that when you have stress, and especially in a very uncertain environment, it's really hard to commit to one thing. And I know, committing to one thing for a long time is one of the requirements for success. But it just seems to me that it's really, really difficult to do. So that's kind of how I want to start the conversation. We want to find a systematic way to understand how each element of our life changes with the environment, such as time, career, finance, all those kind of macro indicators, and some of the other constraints that we have inside ourselves, or like in family, friends, money issue, or some natural unavoidable stuff like health, geopolitical events, and how can we navigate that? And I come from a risk management background. We do a lot of enterprise risk management and risk planning. But I feel like we could do something better when we look at risk within ourselves, like a personal risk management. Well, personal risk management, we wouldn't call that risk management, and I'll call that quality assurance. So, we going through this channel, and in the coming weeks, I will upload more and more videos discussing about various topics and how one can look at different aspects of life and quantize it, attribute some inherent and residual risk, and get a holistic picture of what one faces, what are the constraints in life, and what can one do about it. And in my opinion, only when you have this holistic image in your life can you really start talking about the different drive that you can do. Can you really take on this big project? Can you really go for a CFA, a CFP certification? Do you have what it takes? Because it's not so easy to just say, I want to sacrifice everything to pursue one thing. I mean, some people can do it, but I think for me, for you, for many people, life is a balance. So can we optimize this? Can we find out what's dragging us down, that's stopping us from achieving not just one goal, 10 goals, 100 goals, 1,000 goals? So I mean, that's a little bit exaggeration. Maybe like just scale it down to maybe 2 or 3 goals at the start. If you can do that, if I can do that, I'll be happy. So see you next time, and yeah, stay happy.